After what seems like about 2 weeks worth of gloomy, dark, gray, rainy days, finally today, sunshine. I wanted to get some yard work done today, so I shoved the Malibu up close to the garage and went in to check on the kids.
Holy crap! It's a scattergun. You gotta stay back away from it a little bit.
I put a little bit of gas in the John Deere, fired it up, and June Pup decided today's the day she's gonna mow grass with me. She wasn't taking no for an answer. And today's Ella's birthday. She woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and marched straight into the house to see Miss Vicky, because Vicky had told her we're planning a birthday party for her. While I was out mowing the yard, the kids decided now might be a good time to get some antifreeze put in the Falcon before it gets any colder. So Billy and Kenny got the Falcon out and got ready to drain the coolant out of it and put a little bit of antifreeze in it. Once I finished up mowing the grass, June decided it was Frisbee time. She hasn't had much of that lately with all the rain, and since Chivy was in the house, she had the Frisbee all to herself. About the last time I threw the Frisbee, I heard somebody pulling in behind me. Guess who? Vicky's sister Paige, here to stop and stink up the downstairs bathroom, as usual, every single day. So I give the Frisbee one more toss in her general direction, trying to hit her in the head, but I missed. So evidently Matt had to take the motorhome down to the truck stop. So while he's down there, the kids came in the house to do a little bit of coloring. And when Matt got back to the house, he had something to do for just about everybody, me included. Billy and Kenny were just about done putting antifreeze in the Falcon when Matt got back. But the first thing he needed me to do was run down to A1 Auto Parts in Buckeye Lake and exchange some belts that I picked up yesterday that were wrong. Somehow, Junior measured for belts and was off by over 10 inches. Whatever. So I jump into 55 and head down to see Mark to pick up some new belts and an oil filter. It's hard to turn down a joyride in a 55 Chevy this time of year with weather like this anyway. But I do feel bad for Mark, because I've gone down there and exchanged I don't know how many belts so far from wrong measurements. How in the hell do you get 10 inches off on a belt, Mark?
Bill, I have no idea. I don't know.
You see what I'm dealing with?
I see what you're dealing with, and I really feel sorry for you too. So I feel your pain.
These
Yeah, I don't know.
daggone
10
kids.
inches is
That's a lot.
that's a lot. That's a lot.
I don't know, he's lying to somebody.
He's doing something.
So old Mark got me hooked up with another set of belts to come back and try. Hopefully this set fits right. But if I have to make another trip today, it's probably not going to hurt my feelings anyway. All right, guys, so long day today, and it's not over yet. Mostly after I got done with what I did earlier today, I've been running errands all day. I've made a couple trips to A1 for Matt and made a trip to Jegs, and they've been back here working on this thing all day. Matt and Kenny, Billy, just thrashing on this thing, and it's getting really, really close. I'm thinking we may hear this thing run tonight. Currently, Matt and Mallory and the girls and Billy all took the kids down to Newark to some trampoline bounce house thing. I don't know what it is, but it's Ella's birthday today. So they took her down there for her birthday tonight, and Vicky's in the house getting ready for a little birthday party for the kids when they get back. So let's go ahead and see what Vicky's up to. What are you doing there, Squirrely Locks?
Purple and unicorns.
Oh yeah, that's what she wanted.
Purple and unicorns.
Ella's 5 years old.
Yep, 5 years old.
today.
Today.
Since it's Ella's birthday, we let her choose cake or presents first. Guess what she chose? I can't say as I blame her. I would have done the same thing. So she sat down on the floor and opened up all of her presents, and we were doing really good until she opened up her LOL balls. The dogs kind of claimed those. But I think she had a really good birthday. She seemed really happy. Everybody had a great time. We watched a little bit of Toy Story tonight before we stopped to have cake, ice cream, and sing happy birthday. Oh boy, hang on. You gotta wait till we're done singing, kid. And you gotta make a wish.
Right.
Do-over.
Do-over.
Because of Ella.
Alright.
Hang on.
2.
Hang on.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
All right.
1,
Here we go.
3.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ella. Happy birthday to you.
Now you pull it out.
Oh, you gotta make a wish. Did you already make a wish? Oh, okay. Don't tell nobody what it was.
Did you wish for cake? Because
No.
we have that.
Yes.
All right, guys. So we're back. I'm into the last few nibbles of Allison's Good Times Saddlebag beef jerky. When she comes back and sees I ate that whole thing of beef jerky, she's gonna be mad as a hornet. I have to replace it. Anyway, had a really good day today for the most part. Matt is over here right now working on the Nova. He's down to wiring, basically. We need to flush the fuel system, but the fuel system is all done. Outside of hanging the gauges under the dash and wiring the entire car, I think we're just about ready to fire it. We were hoping to have it done tonight, but we had Ella's birthday party and we couldn't miss doing all that stuff. So that's okay, no big deal. It's raining anyway, again. And I think it's supposed to rain all weekend. So whatever. So tomorrow we should be able to fire the Nova up. In other news, I got some real good news today. Uncle Bob called. Billy's good short block is almost ready to assemble, and the AFR 220s are all ready to go. He's got all new valves in the heads. They've been decked, and I'm pretty sure he said midweek we should be able to put that engine back together. And Bob has offered to let us bolt the engine down on his dyno, fire it up, heat cycle it, and retorque the heads right there on the dyno in the shop up there. I'm so looking forward to being able to do that, because we've always had to do it in the truck, which means you got to put the turbos on, the headers, the cold side, the hot side, all that stuff. Fire it up, and we usually put it under boost a couple times and then let it cool off and tear all of it back off again. It's a major it's kind of a major deal. So if we can do that up at Bob's on the dyno, that'll take a lot of work off of us later. So I'm really excited about that, because Tommy's old street motor is what's in Billy's truck right now, and that engine is not built to go fours, and we're pushing it pretty hard. Don't get me wrong, that thing runs really good, but the short block, the rotating assembly, is just an Ohio crank and Ohio set of rods. I mean, they're good parts, but they're not rated for the horsepower that engine's making. And in all honesty, they're probably not rated for the horsepower that Tommy's truck's about to make either. But, you know, it was just going to be a street truck motor to run street legal classes. Events where no trailers are allowed, or you have to make a cruise, things like that is what we intended on doing with Tommy's truck. But here we are on methanol, cramming boost down his throat in Billy's truck. In other news, I noticed a lot of you were asking in the comments from last night's video about Vicky, and she's feeling a lot better. I think she's just about back to 100%. So that's good news. I'm glad she's doing better, and I appreciate everybody's comments and prayers for her and everything. That's really nice, you guys. I really appreciate that. But she should be back probably tomorrow in full force. So that's just about going to do it for tonight, guys. I suppose we could go over and check on Matt, see how he's doing, give you guys a little sneak peek update on what cousin Eddie has got going on over there. Cousin Eddie.
Yes, sir.
Can I give a sneak peek, a little update?
Absolutely.
You sure?
Of course.
I don't want to give anything away.
No, you won't give anything away because you can give the sneak peek, and I think the next video I put out it will be running. So.
Ooh.
Have we ever had a big block like put in a car in the shop?
No,
No.
no.
So this is the first like big block car to ever be in the shop and going to be running. And
I mean, no. I mean, I've worked on big block cars here, but we've never built a big block car here.
right.
Yeah.
So, tell us where we're at, Matthew.
So we're at the point now where if we really wanted to fire it up, we could hook up a few wires and give it some fuel and fire it. But I want to not be in a rush to just throw wires together. I want to actually have some sense, because a lot of people, maybe you guys don't know this, but every vehicle I've ever had has been thrown together junk. It's true. It's all been thrown together. The wiring's been hacked up. Everything's been just a mess. And
What you're saying is you don't want to have another Brooklyn Dodger Cincy Street Night episode where it
Right.
catches fire and
yeah,
that's
one
not
of
good.
those.
We're in the time at 42 where it was
Oh,
first
yeah.
round and
Damn, you gotta bring up when I'm really.
and we're
trying
just
to
after the burnout. His whole freaking I don't even.
The whole
he
truck
blew
went
all
up.
His fuses.
Oh, yeah. He blew all his fuses and the whole truck just shut off right on the starting line.
Yep. And then when we went to dig or die with this car, before the oil pan bolt, the oil drain plug came out and almost sent me into a wall. That weekend on the street beforehand, I did the burnout. Something was wrong. As it turned out, it was just a little bit of wiring. And I'm not saying that I would have beat the big block S10 that it was in the lane next to me, but I would have given him a race much better than what I did. And so I want to avoid having them stupid problems again.
Yeah, we don't want to have stupid problems out of this.
No
Yeah.
more pulling random fuses and then putting them back into the one that broke. Like, I don't know what this one is, but I hope it works.
You know, this has been a culmination of, you know, I have spent money and bought parts over the last year. Last year,
Yeah.
this car didn't have a cage. You know, it didn't have an arc panel system. It didn't have a Kirky. It didn't have the subframe connectors in it. It didn't have a lot of stuff that it has right now. So this is the culmination of just working, buying parts here, buying parts there, getting this, getting that, trading, whatever it takes. And then now finally we have enough to put it all together and make it run.
So have we decided what we're going to do about the hood?
I have not yet.
Because the hood's probably not going to clear that. Let's give it a little...
JB's, the one that's been sitting here for like 4 years.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work, Matthew.
Now, fun fact, I asked JB about that.
Did you?
Yeah. He said, I've got one here at the house, but I think the one he said he's got is 2-inch. And I'm almost not even sure that a 2-inch is going to be enough.
No, it's going to need a 4.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a glass tech on my Nova out there. We can rob my hood and stick it on your car for a while, because I'm going to put mine under the lean-to out back
we can do
for the
that.
winter, and it's not going to bother me any.
Yeah, we might end up having to do that. Or my big thing is, I love the fact that this car, minus the front bumper and stuff, that's going to go back on, but everything on the outside has been pretty original
Yeah.
ever since I've done it. So I just hate to cut a giant hole in that hood,
Yeah.
because who knows, maybe one day the nitrous plate will come off, everything will drop a little bit, maybe we'll have turbos or something, maybe we could fit it under the factory hood again.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
So you don't want to carve it all up.
I just don't want to cut it up.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't do it either.
So this is Billy asked about this the other day. I bought this car for $700 or $800, and I don't think at this point there is a piece of this thing that hasn't been touched in some way or another. I mean, put a rear in it, drive shaft, trans, motors,
Leaf springs.
control arms, leaf springs, shocks, wheels, interior, just everything on this thing I have touched in one way or another. So I think it's just a sentimental thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I've had so much with it, and I'm like, I would just hate to cut a big hole in the hood.
I'm just glad you're back on the Nova. Not that I didn't like the Dodger,
Oh yeah.
but the Nova is the thing. Like, the Nova is the chassis of choice,
Oh yeah.
for sure.
This is much better for the things that I want to do in the racing that we want to go out and do.
Matt wants to go fast.
I want to go fast. And we had fun with the Dodger, and it was never really supposed to be a race car, and we raced it anyway. And
It was never supposed to survive the TV show.
right, it was never supposed to survive that. So the fact that it did, and then we got some more fun out of it, was great. And then we did little things, I went 698 on the factory S10 rear with a 308 gear that everybody said would never happen. I'd break it. So we had, little accomplishments, and that was cool and just fun to do some of that stuff. But
Maybe when we build the new shop here, we should bring the Dodger over and hang it from the ceiling upside down like we did the RC cars.
absolutely.
Might be a little heavy.
No,
Now, believe it or not,
it's pretty light.
I guess we can talk about
Well,
the
the
Dodgers.
compo's missing.
Yeah, the Dodger is lighter than this thing.
Yeah, by a lot,
Yeah, by a few hundred pounds.
especially now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right,
It works.
we're getting carried away over here now. Oh boy.
wow.
Oh.
Oh, hold on. here.
Long travel.
Oh.
That's what it's about, right there. There's been some top secret things that I've done to the front of this thing to make that thing work like that.
Like we had to.
Oh, no, not that.
Oh no, we don't want to show that.
It looks really good if you just don't look at that. You don't look at that. And eventually I'll get a lot of this factory wiring out of here and it'll clean up nice. But
We'll get there.
everything in time.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to get this video finished up, get it uploaded, so you guys can see all the shenanigans from today. And hopefully, we'll be back tomorrow with Matt's video of the Nova making rhythm. Good night, guys.